In Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, we see a princess of Hyrule that has a much bigger role than she had in Breath of the Wild. And there is one thing in particular with regards to this story that's raising a lot of eyebrows as more and more people are finishing their playthroughs. And today I'll be breaking down this very specific thing for you. Welcome, by the way, to yet another episode of Explaining That Thing, where I really just explain or simply clarify different things from your favorite video games. As always, here is a big spoiler warning, because I will be delving into possibly the biggest plot twist in Tears of the Kingdom. Remember, I warned you. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So at the start of the game, we see Zelda and Link delving into the depths of Hyrule Castle to investigate the source to this gloom that has started spreading all over Hyrule. And so they finally find the mummified corpse of one mysterious figure, who is later on revealed to be none other than the Demon King Ganondorf, being held in place by one mysterious arm. And after a strange stone loosens from the arm, which Zelda promptly picks up, Ganondorf wakes up, attacks Link and Zelda with the gloom, resulting in the Master Sword breaking, then lifts Hyrule Castle into the sky, then falls down into the depths below. And in the ensuing chaos, Link and Zelda gets separated, with Zelda free-falling until she disappears into a golden light. Now throughout the story, we find out that Zelda was transported way back in time, give or take 10,000 years, to just before the events of the Imprisoning War, which was the conflict that resulted in Ganondorf being imprisoned beneath Hyrule Castle. And Zelda even plays a key part in the war against Ganondorf. Now, as all of this is happening in the past, Link, at seemingly the Master Sword's behest, engulfs it into yet another golden light in the Temple of Time. And so the broken Master Sword ends up at some point in time in the past with Zelda. And now in the final stages of the Imprisoning War, the one and only first king of Hyrule, Rauru, uses his light powers and life force to imprison Ganondorf. However, because they weren't able to outright destroy him, and because Zelda has first-hand experience of Ganondorf waking up in the future, Zelda decides that in order to finally defeat the Demon King, the Master Sword has to not only be restored, but be made even stronger than it was before. And the only way to do this is to completely engulf it in a source of power for as long as possible. And now this is where that huge plot twist happens that's making people confused. After it's revealed by Mineru, King Rauru's sister, that one can transform into an immortal dragon by swallowing a secret stone, that is exactly what Zelda does. She swallows the secret stone that originally belonged to Rauru, and so the princess transforms into the Light Dragon, with the Master Sword now being carried by her now immortal form for the sole purpose of healing it and giving it to Link in the future. But hold up a minute. If Dragon Zelda is carrying the Master Sword for all of these years, what became of the Master Sword that Link uses in Breath of the Wild? Well, as per usual, the Master Sword that Link uses in the previous game was by all evidence chilling in its pedestal right next to the Great Deku Tree, up until Link was chosen to wield it. And because if the Master Sword wasn't there when Link needed it, then Calamity Ganon wouldn't have been defeated. Meaning that yes, technically, there were two Master Swords around this entire time, up until the moment in Tears of the Kingdom where Link pulls the Master Sword from Dragon Zelda's hair. Now, it has to be said that time travel stories rarely make sense. And in the case of this story, it's also possible that, as Rauru says in one of the memories, Zelda traveling back in time was the thing that changed everything, implying that the previous Imprisoning War was fought without the help of Zelda. Which, in that case, would mean that there was ever only one Master Sword. But I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below. As always, have a great day. Mr. Olton, signing out.